So, as of this last little time period, we've seen more of the newly established Teddy Mitchell, and we've gotten to see that there's probably a bit more of a dark side going on. You know, we've had more implications of some dodgy dealings. When he was asking about Reese, he was asking, I need a clever accountant to deal with some loose ends. You know, that could be some crime shit, you know. I think he said some smart accounting or whatever, some clever accounting. So, yeah, that implies probably going to have to do something not entirely legal. They are currently running away from someone who is pretty much haunting them at their previous place. He's done it under the pretense of starting afresh, but everything tells us that it's just kind of a ruse in order to get the fuck away. So, that leaves us the question, what is Teddy Mitchell's dark side? I mean, it's an interesting one because the characterization of him so far is he is this charming, kind of silver-tongued, very outwardly positive to everyone. He's kind of trying to be the voice of reason. He tries to be the gentleman, but also, is it just a pretense? Is it just an act? What do you reckon?
I think Teddy is a nice bloke. I think he might have done some dodgy shit, but you know, it's a Mitchell. Every Mitchell has some skeletons in their closet. Let's be honest. Like, for all we know, Teddy Mitchell could have been like the Grey. He could have been like Jack the Ripper back in his heyday. I know he came like 200 years before him, but still. But that's what I'm trying to get across. Like, it's a Mitchell. We know what they're into.
Yeah.
The only innocent one I could see is Barney because he's clumsy. Like Reese, because I was comparing Reese to like a fucking not Looney Tunes, a Hanna-Barbera like fucking villain. But Teddy Mitchell, I'd assume he's done some drug dealing or he's softened up someone, and basically, yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if he ever gets to the point where he snaps, and then because, you know, with Phil, you know exactly what you're getting. He'll fucking scream at you, but he's not gonna do this long-winded fucking plan where he tricks you and like steals everything from under you. But Teddy feels like a guy who would happily start like siphoning all your money away from you while still patting you on the back and being like, yeah, we're really sound, aren't we? And then suddenly one day you don't fucking see him again and you check your bank account and it's all gone. That kind of feels like the type that Teddy is. He's outwardly very kind and honest, but as I said before, if pushed, how far does he go? I think that's a pretty interesting angle, but what do the r/EastEnders subreddit say?
Hope he's a long-term character and isn't getting written off after one big storyline. Huge potential and great actor. However, I can't be the only one that sees Seba fucking D.
Zebedee. It's from Football Factory.
Every time he's on screen. When he first joined EastEnders, I said to me old dear, that's Seba double fucking D. I think he has some ties to the returning Chrissy. I think that's her name. He's a Mitchell minus...
That being Chrissy Watts, of course.
Yeah. He's a Mitchell minus Lexi and Lola. The genes show that they are capable of anything dodgy. He's just a charmer which reels people in. Even Louise was trying to murder people and she was still in school. He's in contact with Gray. He's connected to Gray and was in prison with him. Good show, actually. I definitely think there is a connection between him and Gray and them being in prison together. It makes perfect sense. Wouldn't be surprised at all if he has done a deal with Gray. Not only has bought the house off him, the turf house Chelsea, but also has agreed to keep an eye on her and brought things back. Teddy recent move of making sure money was put into a trust fund for Jordan is a clever way of seeming as though he is on Chelsea's side and isn't so bad after all. And actually, this is likely to be Gray manipulating things from behind the scenes, ensuring Teddy's trusted.
I don't agree with this at all. Gray, that they're banning all of the Gray's connections in the show.
I think you're leaping farther than a frog on drugs. I don't think there's a connection at all, as Teddy and the others only came because of Stevie. If Stevie hadn't come to the square, there's no reason why Teddy would have come. If Teddy had arrived in the square as on his own steam and bought the house, then it would make more sense.
Yeah.
I feel like he's the next Michael Moon and I'm here for it.
perhaps.
He's the character I missed the most. The actor was just perfectly handsome and creepy. Remember how he'd go from dead-eyed to smiling? Shudder. Steve Johnson Shepherd is such a great actor. I've been obsessed with him since this life. These types of characters are worse than your out bullies. I'm really excited to see what his winter wardrobe looks like. So I have to assume that when the cold months set in, the sweater's going to have to come on and go off the shoulders.
No, you can't. You can't take the sweater off the shoulders.
He'll just have another jumper on. That'll be it. I'm thinking he has something to do with Chrissy. Yes, I think this too. I also think he's involved in something bad, but didn't get his own hands dirty. Who? Chrissy fucking Watts. I hope he's not.
That's it.
I hope he's not the only likable character to have the most screen time lately. I feel like they're rushing the character development of Teddy and trying too hard to make him charming and charismatic. Probably to get the storyline. Doesn't feel genuine to me yet. I don't like Harry, who's just like Zack was when he started being a womanizer and hard man, except Zack is more likeable.
Fucking fuck off. What do you mean? Teddy was immediately charming to everyone.
A theory which is...
And Zack's fucking shit.
A theory which is away from the link of Grey, I would consider that it could relate to Barney. Maybe he accidentally killed someone without him realising, and the family are after redemption, or he has a witness. And why does every Mitchell, apart from Billy, have a never-ending pot of cash? They stick their fingers in all the pies. I really like him, and the new Mitchells have breathed some fresh air into EastEnders. Death thinks something's up with him, though. Can't wait to see how it plays out. They always have a dark secret. Sometimes I do miss the stupid storylines of the past. He's given me Johnny Allen vibes, charming and thoughtful to the community, but a savage underneath. He's definitely in the long game. The way he is with others, being nice, feels so fresh, definitely more to him. It reminds me of Johnny Allen, arrived in the square as a generous man who wanted to help people in his community and dispel any nasty rumours or assumptions about him, while obviously leading a double life behind closed doors.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if... be interesting to see if he does end up like double-crossing Phil in any way and trying to take over the Mitchell Empire. Obviously, Phil's been like clean of all the crime for a while now. But, yeah, so ultimately, no one fucking knows what Teddy's secret is. We just assume that there is a bit of a dark side there somewhere. But will we actually know? Yes, you will, of course. I will explore it because he is established on the square for long haul. He's bought a fucking house. Should be there for a long time. I look forward to seeing the character. I think he's probably one of the most charming introductions they've done since George Knight. And all in all, I have enjoyed everything the character's done so far. And it's made me rethink my position on bald men.
Do you wear wigs?
But yeah, there we are. That's the video. If you liked it, tell us in the comment section. Thank you for watching. We've been watching Walford. See you next time. Bye-bye.